Typically, I don't do this, sending my camera down the drain before unclogging it. This is usually requested by a landlord because they often do not cover drain clogs unless it's roots or a collapsed line. This scenario was completely different though. It was a dispute between the homeowner and her husband as to who was responsible for this clog. I told her more than likely we wouldn't be able to see anything until this drain was unclogged, but she insisted I try anyways. I'm not exactly sure what was on the line here other than bragging rights, but when she told me that her husband has been putting down eggshells and other food debris, I was pretty confident he was going to be the cause of this clog. Kitchen stoppages have become my favorite drains to unclog because I get to use my favorite kitchen sink machine, the Valor. For kitchens, I like the 1332nd Intercore American-made cable from Drain Cables Direct, which happens to be the same company that makes these machines. These cables are more durable and much more rigid than any other drain cable I've ever used, which gives me the confidence to know no matter how hard the stoppage is, I'm going to be able to push right through it. Another beautiful thing about these Valor machines, much like the Spartan, they have a built-in clutch. So once you start engaging that clog, you'll actually hear the motor wind down a little bit. You don't have to worry as much about binding up and wrapping the cable up around you or damaging your customer's property. Once I've made it through the stoppage, I'm going to continue feeding this cable all the way out. That way I know that if there's anything else further down the line restricting flow, we're going to push through that too. Then while I'm pulling the cable back, I'll keep the drum spinning. That way the cable can flop around in there and knock down anything else that we can wash out to the main. Ooh, that cable didn't really have any grease on it. This is not looking good for the husband. So now that we've got the drain unclogged, we're going to send that camera back down and inspect to see who is actually the culprit of this clog. We've already seen quite a bit of food debris and Mama Bear is watching like a hawk, but we haven't yet reached where the stoppage was. So as we venture a little further down the line, right about now, we're going to crown the winner of this dispute. And this is really the beautiful part about sending a camera down after every drain we unclog. I can explain to the customer why this line requires a more thorough cleaning, and she can actually see it with her own eyes. She doesn't just have to take my word for it. Because of the amount of debris in this line, there will be no warranty until the line is properly cleaned. So as you can see, the camera is much more than just an inspection tool. It is also a sales tool, and it helps you sell services that are actually needed. The majority of this drain line is pretty clear and pretty clean, but I still recommend a light cleaning, probably with a flex shaft while running some water. That way we can ensure there are no future backups. Thank you very much for liking the video and subscribing if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you would have done.